Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet an incredible optician who has 20/20 vision for her future. Her incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, we have certainly become a world of convenience. Think about it. Concierge medicine, just having a doctor send in your prescription based on a quick FaceTime call. And then think about valets. I mean, some people will see an open parking lot and they're still going to park valet because they want that VIP treatment. Somebody who knows that very well is in the studio right now, Amber Jackson. She is the owner of Glitz Optical, and you are revolutionizing your business because you will actually go to their office or home to fit them with designer glasses.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jeff, for having us on the show. Glitz Optical is very passionate of colliding convenience and the comfort of people's homes together.
Absolutely. And you started this just in time because when COVID happened, suddenly nobody was going to visit their eye doctor, were they?
No, they wasn't. Or if they went to the eye doctor, they didn't want to go to a optical shop where there's 50 or 30 people walking in at one time, touching different products. You're in a close proximity. So there was a real need at the time that we started our business of personalization, convenience, and having someone that can come in the comfort of your home and in a controlled environment where you can, be styled. And that, there are also clients that have disabilities also that are predisposed easily to illnesses. So we wanted to make sure that they felt safe. And so this kind of just fell at the right time.
Absolutely. And you have such style and grace. And we were introduced through a mutual friend, Barbara Patterson. And when you came in last week, I said, I have to have you on the show. And you told me an incredible story about how you first got into this world. Will you share the Target story for me?
Absolutely. So I was 19, 20 years old. I was married at the time, and I was pregnant with my daughter. That's how I keep up with how long I've been an optician. And I was working at Target as a cashier, and I saw across the way that they had an optical, and I wasn't quite showing yet. So I'm like, okay, let me see if I can slide over to this department before they realize I'm pregnant. And so I saw the gentleman over there, and I said, hey, this looks fun. I'd love to work over here. How do I transfer? He explained to me that they are just using the Target's name, but it is a totally separate company. And though I was cute and bubbly, unfortunately, you had to either gone to school for this or had prior experience. So he politely told me no. And being the person that I am, I'm not going to take no easily. So anytime I would come to work, I would ask my supervisor, hey, can you put me on the cashier closest to the optical? And they would. And as people would come through my line, I'd say, do you have a great experience with me? And they're like, you just rung up some eggs and a T-shirt. I don't know what you want me to say. So they're like, yes. And I'm like, great. Can you tell that gentleman over there to hire me? And so I would send 3 to 5 people over there to let him know that he needs to hire me. About 2 or 3 weeks later, he said, you know what? I've never seen someone that wanted that bad. Go ahead and put in your 2 weeks notice. 2 to 3 years later, I became his boss. Later, I became the regional marketing manager for Target Optical. I oversaw several of their locations. Wow. And then I turned around and, decided that I need to take this a little bit further and learn more about optics.
Wow. High five. I'm impressed. You inspire me. That is so amazing. And she is become a media mogul. She's on the news all the time. As I was preparing for the show, I saw a number of clips on local TV. Let's go ahead and roll one now.
Glitz Optical stopped by KDF Studios to showcase their unique and fashionable eyewear. After helping a few employees get their dream glasses, owner Amber Jackson got a chance to show Fun on the Run's Yolanda Williams her latest styles and specs with the Glitz Optical collection.
Hi, everybody. It's Yolanda. I'm here at CW33, but guess what? We got a visitor there. Here is Amber Jackson. She's with Glitz Optical. They're right here in Dallas. She's going to make my vision right. You ready, Amber?
We're ready. Yolanda, we know that you're a busy individual, and that's what we cater to. People who don't have a lot of time to break away their day, but they want something that's a little unique.
Okay.
So we've got this pair here. We are a luxury concierge service, but luxury doesn't always mean expensive. It just means good quality. So this here is actually real wood piece from Africa. And what do you think about it?
I love it. These are great. I can wear these at church.
Yes.
All right, Amber, you have other glasses for me to try on?
Absolutely. Life is so demanding, and so it's important to have different looks in your collection. Glitz Optical also specializes in custom tints. So when you're outside in that sun, you want to make sure your eyes are, ooh, yes, girl, this is beautiful.
Hollywood.
And this is not like buying glasses, from a regular store. These lenses are treated in UV coating for 24 hours. And then we can put whatever color that you want on top. So that's super important to us. We also have this particular pair.
These are fun.
Yes, and that's what we're really known for, is having interesting pieces that just have a little bit of pop that introduces you to the room. I love it. It's beautiful.
It too. Okay, cool. I love these. And one more pair, yes?
And one more pair. This is for those who don't want to wear a lot of makeup. A good red pair kind of gives you that pop of color. And then this is like a cranberry wine color, because we know how you feel about red.
Yes,
and you said that you wanted something that's a little bit of the wine color. So we thought that shape would be beautiful on you.
Yeah, a little wine doesn't hurt anybody.
Never hurt.
Amber, everybody wants to be fashionable and cute, but what are some of the benefits of shopping with Glitz Optical?
Yeah, well, number one, we are a luxury mobile service. So we're going to come straight to you, whether you're in your home, your office, local Starbucks. We want to meet up where it's convenient for you. That's number one. Number two, you can use your HSA and FSA with us. So even those who may not think that they can afford us, you just might. And number three, for those who say, you know what, I'm a small business and I can't offer vision benefits to my employees. Well, we want to make sure that you're still being able to recruit the top candidates by offering a free vision discount plan. And guys can go to our website at glitzopticalonline.com. Send me a message and we'll definitely sign your business up. Absolutely free to you and free for your employees.
I love that. That's really great information. Thank you. And you know what? We'll probably have all of this information on our website as well at cw33.com.
Wow, you're such a natural on television. So you have an exciting announcement. Something big is happening in November.
Yes, so November 1st is going to be the grand opening of our store, which is major. After 5 years, I wanted to make sure that we are situated right in the heart of Oak Cliff. I went to Duncanville High School, and I think it's very important to give back to the community that you came from. Yes. And so HEB is partnering with us and giving us an opportunity to expand to their audience. And so we're going to have something local right there in the heart of Dallas.
I can tell you're kind of an empire builder, aren't you? Like, where do you see this all going? At some point, is there a location in all 50 states? How big are you dreaming right now?
I'm dreaming that HEB loves this product so much that they allow us to expand in all of their stores, whether it be a Joe V or another supplement grocery store that they have. Our goal is to help them compete in larger spaces and just bring the level of excellence that their customers are already used to having.
Outstanding. You are such an inspiration. We're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll on the website, let's kind of talk about your style sense and how you are able to get the right frames for the right face. Because people will just sometimes just go to a discount store and grab the first thing that they see.
Yeah, so we tell people, you know what, eyewear is so important. Even if you don't need a prescription, it's a statement piece. It's the first thing that people see when they look at you. And we want to make sure that you are making the right statement to the world. So we specialize in pieces that are a little bit extra, a little bit funky. Even if you are not a loud person, you can still certainly make the right statement with subtle pieces that insinuate your face well. So our team are our team is trained professionally by me to make sure that we are looking at people's faces. And the other thing is we want to make sure we have variety. That's very big to Glitz Optical. A lot of times when you go into optical stores, they are not thinking about ethnic features. And it is important for me to serve my community, the African American community, with excellence, but everyone. So everyone's nose is different. Everybody's cheekbones is different. And so we pride ourselves on making sure that you're just not getting a frame and someone's selling it to you, but it insinuates your nose and your cheekbones perfectly.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the science of their face. If they have a round face or an oval face, I notice there's a lot of people out there wearing kind of the round Harry Potter glasses. That doesn't work for everybody.
It doesn't. So my face, for an example, is more oval, it's more round. So I've got a pair that kind of brings me out, that gives me a little bit of angles. And so for women, we want to make sure that we stay feminine, but professional at the same time. And so our goal is, whether you have a heart-shaped face, more rounded like myself, or even squared off, that we are going to get something that's a little bit opposite than you, so that way the eyewear speaks, but doesn't overpower you.
And I think you're very encouraging, so you could probably get people out of their comfort zone. If they're just kind of a regular Joe Blow, Clark Kent, boring glasses person, can you get them to be a little different?
Absolutely. You know, the joy in doing what I do is I get to meet people from all walks and backgrounds of life. Some people are going through divorces and they're trying to reinvent themselves, and they call me just to make sure that they are, doing it the right way. Or sometimes people are closing a big deal, and glasses make a certain statement when you walk in the room. So some of our clients don't even need prescription, even though we specialize in that. But they just want to make sure that they are closing out that deal correctly, and we're going to make sure that they do it. We also specialize in custom tint work. So that's something else that separates us, is that you can tell us exactly how light or how dark you want that tint, and we're going to match it perfectly.
All right, there's 365 days in a year. Do you wear a different pair every single day?
You know what? This is one of my favorite pairs, but I think I am a glass junkie.
Are you?
I love reinventing myself on a daily basis, and I love people being able to see themselves through me. So oftentimes I've had people buy glasses right off of my face, and I see that it's such a quite an honor that when they see it on me, they're like, you know what? I would have never thought to put that on, but let me see that.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. So they try it on, they're like, yeah, I'm going to buy this pair. I'm like, well, that's the only one I have. And they're like, I said I'm going to buy this pair. I'm like, okay.
You're the kind of person that you would strike up a conversation in an elevator, I'm imagining. Somebody says nice glasses, and you're like, how much?
Absolutely, and that's what we want. So we want to help working business professionals strike up conversation. So that's what our glasses do. If you are a real estate agent or anything, then you're out talking to people, you want eyewear that's going to make them notice you so that they can pay attention to what you have to say.
Wow, outstanding. There's also all these testimonials on your website. I found one that I absolutely adore. Let's go ahead and roll that now.
Blair, President and CEO of the Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce, but I am also a customer of Glitz Optical. Amber came by and showed us all these great frames, all the different lenses that they now cut in-house, and these, as you can see, transition. So we're seeing things differently. If you want to look like an executive, boss up, call Glitz Optical. Even our company is signed up, so now even my employees get discounts. Be thinking about vision for your team.
Amber, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, Harrison is a big supporter of what we're doing. And shout out to the Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce, not just what they do for Glitz Optical, but what they do for all minority businesses here in the DFW. We really support them.
And you're big into philanthropy, so you actually give a portion of the proceeds?
Absolutely. Just in case someone needed another reason to shop with us, Glitz Optical takes part of their proceeds and we put glasses on kids who can't afford it. So when I grew up in housing, public housing, and I grew up on Medicaid, and I had to use the glasses that they gave us, and oftentimes they weren't very fashionable. And we know that children, if they are not confident in their eyewear, they'll say they lost them, they broke them, or they don't perform as well. So we don't just give them any pair of glasses. When these children pick, they pick from the same collection as everyone else, because we want them to know that if you look good and feel good, you're more than likely, excited to sit at the front of the class versus the back.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so inspired by you. We have a couple minutes left. Why don't you look into that camera on the left and give some words of encouragement to the person who might need to step out there and try something different.
So what I would say to you is believe in yourself. God has already put that small voice inside you that always nags at you in the direction that you are supposed to go into. And pay attention to small things of alignment. Be quick to say yes to things that make you scared, because that's where the journey begins. Fall in love with the journey, not the destination, and every day is a blessing. The failures, the cries, the tears, the uncertainty, give it all to God and just give him a yes even when your voice shakes.
That was a mic drop moment. We're gonna end with that, and we'll also leave you with her website, which is glitzopticalonline.com. The great Amber Jackson. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
You
Had
bet.
a great time.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.